It feels good to be back on the station. I'm still getting my rust off, so to speak. But it's good to be back on the air, to interact with the people, to talk about my passion, which is sports. So it feels real good to be back on the air and to conduct a sports show.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to another edition of the Big Time Sports Show with your host, Sherman Thomas, here with you on a Thursday evening.
What the show means to me is that I have the floor, the forum, to really expose our local athletes, whatever I can do from my end to help a young man out or a young woman out in whatever respective sport, so they can reach to a potential they didn't even know they were capable of becoming. Then I'm all open arms and all open hands to help them out.
When it comes to how our amateur boxers have done, we have two boxers that have garnered some attention. Those two boxers being Jose Figueroa and Clayton Laurent.
Yes.
Now, how much attention have our Virgin Island boxers have gotten through amateur tournaments, whether it be here or in any other Caribbean island or anywhere else?
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that. Right now, the Virgin Islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands, is known worldwide in amateur boxing.
It's a blessing in a way, but I don't remember the accident. The only thing I remember is leaving school to drive to the field to conduct football practice. That's as far as my memory goes. The next thing I remember, I'm waking up in a hospital bed and I was in Florida. So I don't remember the accident.
First of all, let me say it's a pleasure, to be on your show again. This is the first time, since, I think the accident that you had.
Yes.
And I just want you to know, man, you are a miracle, you're a blessing, and I'm so glad that you're back.
When the doctors and nurses told me that I was being discharged, the first thing on my mind was, when is the first flight home? Because my father, he called me the day before I got discharged and asked me, what is it do I want from home? And I told him I want some butter bread, because I was getting real homesick. And then the day came, when the day they arrived at the hospital to see how I was doing, because that was the first time they were seeing me in Florida, that's the day they discharged me. So I was like, when is the next flight home? Book it, I want to be home. And when I came back home, it was all love. It was all love. The Virgin Islands community, I can't be more thankful for how much they came out and supported me and showed their gratitude, and just thankful to know that I'm doing well. I'm alive. So I appreciate it all. Before my accident, I was extremely busy and I was stretching myself way too thin, being involved in all kind of activities. So the accident was a blessing in a way where, now I can really slow down and pay attention to my time and my schedule, how I should schedule things, how I should plan things. So overall, the accident has given me that time to really think and re-strategize and rethink things through. So I see myself, really slowing things down, but being active, but being a lot smarter in how I plan things out. I do plan on, with the grace of God, help to write a book about this whole ordeal. And I just pray that this book will be a blessing to everyone that actually gets a chance to read it, and it also ministers at the same time. Because this is one of those experiences in life where you're just thankful to come out of it alive and not have any issues, but also can be a learning lesson to others as well, to overcome adversity.
Did you get that butter bread?
I sure did. I sure did.